In this video, we're going to be making some paragraph styles. It might seem like a lot of work to start, but once you have all your paragraph styles set up and ready to go, it'll make everything a lot easier when you're putting in your body of contents and things like that in your Oh My Mini newsletter. So I'm going to go ahead and close my swatches and I'm going to come down to my paragraph styles. Now, if you don't have that open, go ahead and go to your type menu and you'll see paragraph styles down here. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my paragraph styles and I'm going to go ahead and click the menu and do new paragraph style. Our first paragraph style we're going to create is called body text. You always want to make sure it's based on and then no paragraph style. So we're going to go ahead and go to our basic character formats over here to the left. And I'm going to change my font family to Times New Roman. There we go. And we're going to leave our font size at 12, and it doesn't specify anything else. So we're going to go ahead and just leave everything else as default. Next, we're going to go to the Keep Options menu on the left. And we're going to check off our Keep Lines Together. Again, does not give us anything else to do, so we're just going to leave it at that. And lastly, for our body text, we're going to go to Indents and Spacing. It wants it to be left aligned, which is already there, and then it wants our space before to be 1 pica. So I'm going to change that first 0 to a 1. And that's everything for our body text. So go ahead and click OK. Now when you go to create another new paragraph style, always make sure that your basic paragraph is selected. If not, if you have the body text selected, it'll automatically put those settings in for your new paragraph style, which might really mess up your settings. So I have my basic paragraph style selected. I'm going to go back to the menu, new paragraph style, and this one's going to be called caption. With our caption, we're going to go back to our basic character formats. It is also going to be Times New Roman. This time though, we want to have a 10-point font and we want our font style to be bold italic. Next, we're going to go to paragraph rules, and our first one that we have selected, now yours might say rule above or rule below, either way. So we'll just start with rule above. So rule above, we're going to check on that rule. We're going to change the weight to 0.5 point. We're going to change our text color to royal blue, the one we created. And we're going to change the offset over here to 1 pica. Now, you're going to do the exact same thing for the opposite. So mine happens to be the rule below. So again, I'm going to check on that rule. I'm going to change my weight to be 0.5, my text color, royal blue, and my offset to be 1 pica. That's everything for caption, so go ahead and click OK. So once again, my basic paragraph is selected, so now I'm going to go back to new paragraph style, and we're going to name this one Contents. This time though, it does tell us that we do want a based on, so it's going to be based on our body text. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. And next we're going to go to our Indents and Spacing. Again, our alignment is left, which we want to leave, but this time we want to change our space before back to 0 picas. Once you have that done, we're going to go over to tabs. This one's a little tricky, so you want to make sure you have your right align tab selected, and then just click in on the ruler. We're going to change that from not 7 pica 1, but we're going to do 6 pica 6. And for the leader, we're going to put a period. Now I'm going to go ahead and click again on my ruler. And this time I'm going to change the X to 11 pica 6. And again, the leader is going to be a period. So you should have two little arrows above your ruler. And if you click on the one that's highlighted in blue, you see it's 11 pica 6. You click on the first one that we created and it should be 6 pica 6. Once you have that, you can go ahead and click OK. So once again, we're going to have our basic paragraph selected. Go to your menu, New Paragraph Style. This one's going to be called Headline. We're going to the basic character formats. The font family is going to be Arial, so that's going to be all the way at the top. Here we go. We want our font size to be 28, so I'm just going to go ahead and type that in. And we want our font style to be bold. That's all we're doing for headline, so you can go ahead and click OK. For our next paragraph style, it's going to be called Subhead 1, but it's going to be based on headline. So what you can do at this time is you can click on headline, and now you can go to the menu and New Paragraph Style, and you can see it says based on headline because that's the one we had selected. So I'm going to call this one Subhead 1, and we're going to go to the basic character formats, and it's still going to be Arial. It's still going to be bold, but this time we're going to have a font size of 16, which is not here, so I'm just going to select 18 and move it to 16. And that's it for Subhead 1. So Arial, bold, 16. And then again, if you go back to general, it is based on headline. So you can go ahead and click OK. Now, Subhead 2 is going to be based on Subhead 1. So you can go ahead and click on Subhead 1 and create your new paragraph style. Now, that gets to be too confusing. Always just go back to basic paragraph, and then you can go to new paragraph style. This is going to be called Subhead 2, and we're going to base this on Subhead 1. So whatever's easier for you is good. So we're going to go to basic character formats. This one's still Arial, still bold, but it's going to be a size of 14. And we are going to go to our indents and spacing, and it wants the space before to be 2 picas. And that's it for our Subhead 2. Click OK. And we're going to create one more, last one, I promise. Paragraphs is selected, the basic paragraph, menu, New Paragraph Style. This one's going to be called Kicker. We are going to base this on Subhead 2. And we're going to go to the basic character formats. It's still going to be Arial, still going to be bold, but we are going to change the font size down to 9. And we are going to add an underline. So just check off that underline box. So double checking, Arial, 9, and bold. So go ahead and click OK. And now you have all of your paragraph styles. Now what I would suggest is at this time, all you have to do is double click on them and just double check them. Again, this will make your life a lot easier once we start adding the content to our Oh My Mini newsletter. But if something was accidentally typed in wrong, it can create a bit of a headache. So I would suggest go ahead and at this time, take your time and go through each one of these again and just double check your work. And those are our paragraph styles. Thanks for watching.